NodeMCU ESP8266 is an open source IoT development board. One of the most unique features is that it has built-in support for Wi-Fi connectivity and hence makes IoT application development much easier. NodeMCU. NodeMCU is an open source software and hardware development environment that is built around a very inexpensive system on chip SoC called ESP8266. Simply, NodeMCU is an open source lab based firmware developed for ESP8266 Wi-Fi chip. Here, open source means Node MCU hardware device is open for edit, modify, or build new Node MCU development board. Anyone can edit and produce it and market their modified Node MCU boards. Generally, we can see Node MCU development board of Amica, Doit, etc. in market. Lab is a powerful and fast program. In ESP8266, ESP12E is a module. It is embedded with microcontroller. ESP8266 comes with capabilities of 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, general purpose input-output pins, I2C serial communication. It is inter-integrated circuit and analog to digital conversion and serial peripheral interface, that is SPI serial communication protocol and UART and pulse width modulation. And ESP8266 have CPU clock speed of 80 MHz and it can also reach up to 160 MHz, and it is also having static random access memory and read-only memory. It has external SPI flash memory. SPI flash memory is used when ESP8266 is working on its station mode. Station mode means it has to connect to the other router enabled with Wi-Fi. In station mode, all RAM is full of its programmable access data. That's why user program must be stored in SPI flash memory. This flash memory is of 4 MB and extended up to 16 MB. NodeMCU development board has Arduino like analog A0 and digital D0 to D8 pins on its board. It also supports serial communication protocols, that is UART, SPI, I2C, etc. Using such serial protocols, we can connect it with serial devices like I2C enabled LCD displays, HMC, RTC chips, GPS modules, touchscreen displays, SD cards, etc. It is single chip USB to UART interface bridge and its IC number is CP2102. It has integrated USB transceiver and does not need any resistors, and it is having integrated clock, so no external crystal required. In this on-chip reset circuit is also there. It has voltage regulator 3.3 volt output AMS 117 IC. This UART support baud rate 300 bit per second to 1 MB per second. The 4-channel relay module contains 4 5-volt relay and associated switching and isolating components, which makes interfacing with a microcontroller or sensor easy with minimum components and connections. The contacts on each relay are specified for 250 volt AC and 30 volt DC and 10 amps in each case as marked on the body of relays. 4-channel relay module pinout GND ground reference for the module, IN1 input to active relay 1, IN2 input to active relay 2, IN3 input to active relay 3, IN4 input to active relay 4. VCC power supply for the relay module, VCC power supply for selection jumper, JDVCC alternate power pin for the relay module. Components present on a 4-channel relay module: 5-volt relay, terminal blocks, male headers, transistors, optocoupler, diode and LEDs. 4-channel relay module specifications: supply voltage 5 volt, trigger current 5 milliamps, current when the relay is active minus 70 milliamps, minus 300 milliamps, all 4. Relay maximum contact voltage 250 volt AC, 30 volt DC. Relay maximum current 10 amps. The 4-channel relay module contains 4 5 voltage relays and the associated switching and isolated components, which makes interfacing with a microcontroller or sensor easy with minimum components and connections. There are 2 terminal blocks with 6 terminals each, and each block is shared by 2 relays. The terminals are screw type, which makes connections to mains wiring easy and changeable. The relay module are related for 5 volt, which means they are activated when there is 5 volt across the coil. The contacts on each relay are specified for 250 volt AC and 30 volt DC and 10 amps in each case as marked on the body of relays. The switching transistors act as a buffer between the relays coils that require high current and the inputs which don't draw much current. They amplify the input signal so that they can drive the coil to activate the relays. The freewheeling diodes prevent voltage spikes across the transistors when the relay is turned off. Since the coils are an inductive load, the inductor's LEDs glow when the coil of the respective relays is energized, indicating that the relay is active. The, opto- the optocoupler forms an additional layer of isolation between the load being switched and the input. The isolation is optional and can be selected using VCC selector jumper. The input jumper contains the main VCC, ground, and input pins for easy connections using female jumper wires. Each relay on the board has the same circuit and the input ground is common to all four channels. The driver circuit for this relay module is slightly different compared to traditional relay driving circuit since there is an optional additional layer of isolation when the jumper is shorted. The relay and the input share same VCC and when it is open a separate power supply must be provided to JD VCC jumper to power the relay coil and optocoupler circuit. The input for this module are active low, meaning that the relay is activated when the signal on the input header is low. This is because the indicator LED and the input of the optocoupler are connected in series to the VCC pin and pin on one end, so the other end must be connected to the ground to enable the current flow. The optocoupler used here are PCF817, which is a common optocoupler and can also be found in through-hole packaging. Jumper wires are simply wires that have connector pins at each end, allowing them to be used to connect two points to each other without soldering. Jumper wire are typically used with breadboards
So
and
this is
other
the Node MCU
prototyping
board
tools
we are
in order
using.
to make it
It's the
easy to
ESP.
change a circuit as needed.
It's the ESP8266 module. It has a built-in Wi-Fi module in it, which makes the task much more easier. So the connections are made as shown in the pin diagram above. Mainly we are using the digital pins provided in the Node MCU board, that is the D1, D2, D3, D4 and D5, D6, D7 and the RX pins. This is the switchboard made of push button. Reason for using the push button is it is easy to monitor the status of the switch over the conventional switches. So we are using a relay module here. It's a 4-channel relay module. It takes input from the Node MCU board here. It has 4 input pins and VCC input pin and a ground pin. On the other side, the power, you have the main input power line here, and then it's connected in series through the relay module, which is then in turn connected to the bulb holders here in the series format, and also a 5 amp socket. All the components are connected in series format through the relay module as shown in the pin diagram. Now let's see the real-time working of the project. The Wi-Fi is connected in the Blink application. The Wi-Fi is connected in the Blink application. As you can see here, you can see that since all the lights are on, it's reflecting in the application also. Now if I switch on the green light, that would be our 4th one. It is updated in the app also, and vice versa, we can also control it through our application.